Hey guys, this is another video. I'm gonna teach you guys how to aim. I talked about delay in the last one. I talked about like small basics like offense, harm, agility, all that stuff. So hopefully this is gonna improve in your shots. So I have these little thingy-majigs here that I made. This, you can pretty much find this on the DD Tank side. Pretty sure there was a thread about it. I just made it into this little box thingy. So, let's say I want to... Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna play this like easier. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to learn like how to aim. If you play all these maps on easy, they talk about pretty much everything. Like, street along and everything, you know. And it shows you the distance, how much strength you need to hit the target. And look at this. This is like aimbot right here. Like look. It's like, oh, it's 10 distance. What's 10 distance? 54 strength. Kind of moved a bit too, so it's kind of not 54 strength, but that's okay. Oh my god, congratulations. Blah, 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 blah. See, I mean, like, it's so easy. It like shows you everything here in normal. Look, okay, measuring this one. This guy is like 9.5 distance or something. So I'm gonna shoot like almost the exact same. And boom, I hit the target. Let's do another one. This is the last one here. Oh my god, he's like 4 distance. And let's say if I look at this right here. 4, 28. Is that even right? 29. Hey, what the fuck? That didn't even work. Oh, this is angle 50. Oh, my bad. Okay, here, let me do one more. Okay, that guy's like in between 3 and 4. So maybe if he's in between one of these two. So if I say 28 now, the reason why I'm looking at 65 is angle 20 and 65, they're the same thing. It's just like one strength difference. So yeah, angle 65 is the same. Angle 50 and 30, they're the same thing. I mean, just look, it's like 0.1 strength difference. Look at this, like angle 50 and 30, they're like the same. Angle 20 and 65, they're the same. So if you were trying to like improve your aim, I'd probably try to make like a little graph thing like this, and probably make one that's like angle 30 and angle 65. You don't need 50 because 50 is the angle is the same. The strength, not the angle. The strength is the same like angle 30, like these two. Angle 20, you don't need one for angle 20 because the strength is the same like angle 65. It was just like 0.1 like strength difference. Like it doesn't even matter. Let's play. Let me go normal because normal it just has a longer time I can explain. Oh, I don't have the thing here. Okay, wait. I was gonna talk about like base angle. Like, you know, you're just keeping it on like a lot of my I use like 80 base like a lot. Okay, let me just save. Okay, I can't show you that one because I don't have the thing. I'm gonna show you how to high angle, I guess. High angle. I guess I can do a high angle video. I haven't done it for so long. Holy crap. I taught so many people how to high angle. Okay. Okay, so it just is like adjust it to like 30, 90. I'm not gonna teach you the way how this is gonna teach you, but I'm gonna teach you. I won't teach you how these guys are teaching you how to do it. I'm gonna teach you my way of doing it. So, actually, let me exit this. Okay, so this is how I teach many people, and they seem to understand it fine. The way how I use high angle, I never say, oh, keep the angle to 90 or talk about anything about 90. It's just no. Okay, so this is what I do. I keep my angle to 80 all the time. Angle 80 with, you always want to have the angle to 95 strength. Okay, you can do 100 strength, but then you're gonna have to do like 80, because every 5 strength bars, a little, like every 5 strength, it's one angle difference. You have to change angle. Anyways, but that's too complicated. So angle 80 and 95 strength, that's 10 distance. Okay, if the enemy is 11 distance, that's 79. You want to keep your angle to 79 at 95. The strength, the strength bar, you calculate that with the wind. If the wind is if the wind's like this or something, you have to adjust your angle by 1, up by 1, or lower by 1. Depends on which direction you're facing. I mean, sorry. If it's like this, my bad. If it's 0.5, you depends on. I'm gonna go into a game. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna do. Maybe it's easy. I'm gonna do a normal just so I can talk through it, because difficult it's like a couple seconds or something. Okay, I don't think I need this. Yeah, but yeah, this is really good to, if you don't know like the angle and stuff, it's really good. They have this on the website. There's threads. They just go to like D-Tank and the forums and the threads about aim or something. I'm pretty sure you can find people talking about stuff like this. And yeah, and they can even Google this. They'll probably show something like this up. So if you ever forget like what angle is something, this is really good to have. Especially for me now, because I don't play anymore. So I'm like, oh, what's that angle? I'm like, oh yeah, I have this. Yeah. It's like my cat doesn't know anymore. Okay. Okay, I didn't even measure it because I know that the first target is always 10 distance. And you can see how I was like 1, 2. Okay, I was like 1 strength bar off because it was this. But yeah, basically, because I know that angle 80 is 10 distance and it should always be 95 strength. You see how it's it was 1.2, right? So all I did was, because if it's 0.5, if the wind is 0.5, I adjust the angle, and the angle was 1.3, so I adjust it down by 2, and now there's still 3 strength still needs to be calculated, so I add the extra 3 with the strength bar. So let's see this one. Okay, it's like. Okay, so let's say if it's 80. It's 76. And oh fuck, I fucked up. I thought that was a 3. So basically I would have had to, okay, you know, it's kind of hard for me to like talk and like explain things at the same time, but I'll try. So this is. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, you see the 0.2? I adjusted it here. 1, 2. It's okay if you're off by like 1 strength. Try to be, you want it to be exactly the strength bar. So I know that this is 10 distance, so I can keep it like that. And there's 0.4. I don't need to adjust anything, I could just use a strength bar. Like that. Yes, it should always be 95. The only time you want to change it is depends on what the wind is. Change it to. Wait, cramps so tasty. I like hit it behind it. Okay. So 77. Because I know that I always keep the number 80 like in my head all the time. If it's 80, and you saw the target was like 12 distance, right? So I went down by 2, down by 2 angle, so it was 78. Calculated the wind, it was like 0.5, I think, I can't remember. And then, so it's 77, and it's gonna hit. So if it's 0.5, probably gonna type this at the bottom, like in the description in the video. If the wind is 0.5, it doesn't matter which way you're facing, you, like, depends, like, if it's 0.5, and the wind is going like this, the wind is going like this, it's going this way, that's called, like, tailwind or something, because it's hitting you from the back, and it's going forward, and if the wind is going like this, like that, was like 0.5, then that's called headwind. So so if the wind is facing this way and it's 0.5, okay, let's just say if the wind is facing, it's headwind, it's pushing you, it's pushing at you. And let's say I'm just gonna say the angle, the distance is, the target you want to hit is, the distance is 10, and the wind is facing you. You want to adjust, okay, you're facing this way, the wind is going like that, it's pushing, it's facing you, and like I said, angle 80, you would go like this, angle 79 with 95 strength, and it's going to hit the target, as you just saw, like, me playing. I was explaining that already. So let's just say if the distance was 9 distance. Oh wait, I need to play it easy actually. Let me just show you. If the distance was 9, then it's 81, 95 strength. The only thing I can say that's like complicated is the wind. Definitely explain it in the description box below. Oh, it doesn't show me the little arrow thingies. Okay, whatever. So let's see, it's 10 distance, angle 80, 95 strength. is the same thing again. I could also go 81, 100. Because technically it would hit in front, but because I added all this extra power, I don't want to talk about that because that's like too complicated, and let's just keep this simple. So this is 5. Okay, that's like 4. Yeah. So a good technique. Okay, you see the 70 rate? Oh fuck. A good technique to measure. I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is stuff that people don't even know. Okay, you see the 70? You want to put this little marker on the 70, and you put it underneath the target, right? And the target, whatever like the target is, like the target, the end of the box, or the, like you see, let me do that again. The end of this box, or the end of this box, that's 5 distance. From the target to the end of this box, or this box, it's 5 distance. So you saw how I was right here, and there was like an extra space. It was just easy for me to calculate. It might be easy for you. It's really good using that technique if you're in like those really small maps too. Another thing is when you measure, you know how like you keep the box like this, like in between you. And this, it's really good to measure because like you can use like this part and this part to measure without even looking at the mini map. Well, you kind of do have to look at the mini map, but you know what I mean. So let's just say if I kept it like this, and the target was like 10 distance, it'd be like right here. This is like for like small maps, and the target's right here. I know that it's, and yeah, okay, I'm right here, the target is right here. But on the mini map, the target is like in front of me or something. It's because some maps are, like, you can't really rely on the mini box all the time. Like, you want to use this all the time, like in a map like this, like in the big maps or whatever. But if it's in a really small map where it's like you're inside the box, you know what I mean? Like, you can't use this to measure. You want to look at what right here, like even though you can't, let's say you can't even measure yourself like that, like kind of count little spaces in front of you, like, oh, right here, that's like 1 distance, that's like 2 distance from me, 3 distance, 4 or 5, you know what I mean? If you count like little like that, you could pretty much aim without using the box. But it's probably won't be as accurate, but it's just really good technique if you're playing against those really small maps. And really good if you want to like make sure your target's gonna hit. Like, for me, I just find this fast measuring when I keep it like this. When I keep the 70, this number 70, like right underneath the target, like exactly like right underneath the target. I know like this is 5 distance, this is 5 distance. Sometimes like I only use it like, let's say if I'm like measuring, like the target's in the middle, and I'm not sure if it's like 4 distance or 6 distance, and I'll put this to the 70 so I can see like how close is it from the distance. So I can, it's just, for me it's just easier. It might be easier for you too. And another thing, like some people they measure like this. Oh, the target's right there. They they move the box step by step. Like, let me play that. Let me just do another map. Move the box step by step. And it's not really good to do that because it takes longer to measure like that, and it takes longer, and it's not always accurate because sometimes you're moving the box like way too much because they move it 1 distance, you know. they move it one distance each. Well, let me get a. Okay. Okay, this guy is obviously 11 distance, so it's like they move it up by one. You know, like it's see I can't like I don't know like sometimes like when like they're like they know the box and the box is 10 distance. They're gonna be like, oh, 11 distance, 12 distance, 13. And sometimes they're moving the box too much and too little, and it's not always accurate. It's not good to do that. It's best to just keep it like that and look at the target. Most maps, they're usually about 18 to 20 distance. So if you don't know the target, like if you like measure and like were to put it like that, you know what I mean? And the guy's like all the way at the end, like then it's like, oh, he's like 20 distance or something. You know what I mean? You could do something like that, but it's not that accurate. But yeah, like I said, like some people they like to move it step by step. I don't think I moved it like this. I like to move it by step and measure, and it's not like it's not good to do that. It's not that accurate, and it also like makes your turns really long, and then sometimes like, oh, I have like 3 seconds to hit. Oh, I don't have enough time or something. Yeah. I fucked that up. Trying my noob semi-high angle. Which I'm actually pretty good with it, actually. Okay, let me try one. Whoops. That should still hit though. Semi-high angle. Yeah, semi-angle is really good. It should have been like that. It's really good because semi-high angle, you could hit the target. It usually hits like right in front of it, and like the target has to use their stamina to move and adjust, and they can't hit you with like full power. And, you know, it's just another good aim technique. I'm not gonna get into that because it's kind of hard to do semi-high angle. So I pretty much told you how to use high angle, how to measure. You know, this box is from you to the target. This box is 10 distance. So the end of the box is 10 distance. If I were to measure right here. Okay, this is pretty long. Okay, I don't have enough time for this one because I started too fast. So, fuck, all the targets are all, let me just read, they're all, like, they keep giving, like, 10 distance and stuff, and I don't want 10 distance. Probably gonna have to, like, remake this video because it seems kind of sloppy in a way. Okay, so when I'm using high angle, I always keep it to angle 80. Some people, they like to like be like this, and then they'll use like their calculator. I have a friend like that. Yeah. I always keep it to angle 80 because when angle 90, if you were to hit angle 90 full power, you're hitting yourself. The shot is just gonna hit you. So angle 80. It's this target. It's didn't really calculate that properly. Yeah, the farther the angle is, it's harder to calculate. Okay. fuck? I got confused. Oh fuck. Wait, what? Wait, what? I hit. Wait a second. How did I hit? I don't even know what just happened. Alright, so that's high angle. I don't need to leave. So basically, angle 80, distance, 95 strength, 0.5. You can technically go 100, but it's never good to use this to calculate the wind. It's never good to use the strength to calculate the wind. You always want to use the angle. It's 0.5. I'm gonna go down to 1. That's 95. So I mean that's right. That's 79, and then I would go 95 strength, and that will hit the target. So yeah, high angle. The way you calculate high angle and angle 65 is the same, except if it's 0.5, you can calculate that with the angle. If it's like 0.7, let's say, you would calculate it by like, if it's 0.7 and you're using angle 75, you want to, let's say you want to calculate like this first in your head. Angle, if it's up or down, it really depends on what direction you're facing and the wind. But yeah, you calculate like that, and then now you know that there's 0.2 strength still floating there. Because like I said, the angle was like 0.7, right? And you only calculated 0.5 because you went up by an angle or down by an angle. For the extra 2 strength, you want to use the strength bar. But for angle 65, it's kind of tricky. You want to, for every 1 strength, you want to kind of want to calculate on the strength bar, like you want to put like 0.5 strength. Like it's really complicated because if the wind was like this, right, and I went up by an angle or down by an angle, that means that I calculated this much, right? Because you can never calculate this much by changing the angle. When you move up by an angle, it calculates it by 0.5. This is not with every technique. Like you can't use this technique on like this. It just wouldn't work. It's just different. But yeah, let's say if you were to do that, now you need to calculate 0.2. Let's just say if you put 2 extra strength in your strength bar with angle 65, you're probably gonna miss. Yeah, because I have that little sheet thing here. Okay, if you look at the okay, so for every distance on angle 65, it's 3 strength bars, okay? So if I were to put the extra 2 strength in the strength bar, I would miss. I would just miss. That's just how I would just miss, because I'd be off by like 1 angle or something. But yeah, I'm gonna play a couple of these, maybe like 1 or 2 games or something. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Probably gonna have to redo this again because this is kind of sloppy. should still hit though. That was off. Oh, I can't concentrate. Damn, I suck. What the heck? Oh my god. Here. No, the wind's too much. No. Angle 20. Angle play, you really want to calculate it. Instead of 0.5, it's 1.0. 1.0. And that will make your angle go up or down. If you see that it's like 0.8, like it's kind of really, like it's really close to like the number, you can still calculate like that. Well, I failed. It's okay. I missed 2 targets. 10 again. I think that's it. Might have to remake this again because it was kind of sloppy. I feel like that I explained everything, but like I'll talk about like one thing, like I'll talk about like angle 80, and then I'll talk about like this, and then I'll go back into like this, and like this, and like, you know.